We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. His first carry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
Well, after watching that throw and catch on that corner route, you just have to know they put some time in working on it, haven't they?
Practice makes perfect. Worked out well there. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Slips past him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready. Now the room. Set. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Right here, right here.
Pause, pause. 57's the mic.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down throw for Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. Room here to run. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bang, 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 bang.
To throw is Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Switch gears. Check 31, check 31. Yo, you got money.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Mayfield now. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it, and that is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Lindsey, the ball carrier. Kalen Short on the stop. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. 65, 65. 65. 57, Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
20. Right there, 55. 55. Hey, alert 33. Kill. Watch twist. 80 weapons. Check Mike. Watch 85. I don't even know what.
On 1st down, it's Hines. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
180. Watch the slip.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to White. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
180. Regular. X3. 218.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
No.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 32-yard line.
57.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Tackles. Back. Check the backer.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Watch the run. Watch out. Slam. Shoot. Go. Check. Knock.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Magic. Orbit. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Short. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Kill. Kill. Turn up. Hatchet.
Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pick it up. Sham. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 52.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the 29, Jackson. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Check three.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
To Paris Campbell. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 10.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
On third down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 57. Check. Kill. Watch twist.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Second down and goal. Jackson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, watch the delay. 6. Mike 57. Mike 57.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 6 guys. Any weapon? No. Hold. Out. He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike foot. Here we go. Check your hot read. Check. Go. Put it ready.
Jackson now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Run. Joker. 6-6. Pull it hard.
They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the Redskins' 34-yard line.
180. Watch the slant.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Hines. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Cowboys, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on